Hey everyone, welcome to the Master Your Mind series. I am so excited for today. And if you don't know, I created this series to really take you on a journey of how I mastered my own mind. I had created my own online business, and what happened was I fell into fear, insecurity, procrastination, doubt, all of the above. And I kind of went on a mission to figure out what was going on because I knew that something had to change. So I did a lot of these things, and this takes you on the journey of how I broke through my limitations and truly unleashed my superstar self. So today I'm so excited. I have Olivia Espinosa, and she is a Reiki master, and Reiki was a huge part of my journey. So welcome, Olivia. How are you?
Hi, so good to see you. I am great. Thank you for having me.
Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, so first off, just tell the viewers a little bit about what Reiki is.
Yeah, so the way I describe Reiki is that it is all of the love, light, and healing energy of the universe, and it's infinite. Everything is made up of this energy. And so I have been attuned to receive it by another Reiki master. That's how it's sort of passed down, and you're opened up to that energy. So I began my journey with Reiki in 2014. And everybody works with it differently. So if you're doing an in-person session with me, I might have my hands on you, over you, or around you in some way. And it's really about using this healing energy to realign your chakras, the energy centers in your body that govern how you might feel physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and release what no longer serves you so that your body, your energy can realign so that you're open up to receiving all that is in your highest and best good. And a lot of times our energy can get stuck and blocked by any number of things. And so Reiki is a way to release all of that, to bring you back to who you are, to be more grounded, and just to be more in tune with what you need.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. And that is how it heals, right? It is just this life force energy that you are passing through to help unblock some of these energy centers that get in our way. It's almost like, I love when people say, get out of your own way, but it's like, how? And this was a huge piece for me in getting Reiki. It was a how, because it really helped unblock some emotional things that I had going on.
Absolutely.
And so tell me what you have experienced in your sessions with some of the people and how it actually healed them.
It is interesting because a lot of times, the Reiki will work with whatever you need. So because it's pure love, it can work with any other healing modality or anything else that you're working with, like acupuncture to sort of realign you physically. Anything like that is the perfect complement to Reiki, as well as your own medical healing, anything like that you'd visit a doctor for. But for me, it's different for everybody. I always tell my clients, you don't have to think about anything or not think about anything. It's going to work and go wherever it needs to go. Because a lot of times clients come to me and you don't really understand, or why am I feeling this way? I don't know. I've been more angry, or I've been having trouble sleeping, or feeling a little bit low and depressed. And so a lot of times clients can't necessarily put their finger on it.
Right.
You don't realize what you're holding on to and what you internalize. And sometimes it's stuff that you've just been holding on to for a long time, and that's the way it's been, and your body has adapted to it, and you've adapted to that feeling. So a Reiki session can definitely give you a lot of intuitive insight. At least in my sessions, I get a lot of intuitive information to help you even just put the puzzle pieces together of why you're feeling a certain way, where it came from, and then what you can do to move forward to be able to keep that cohesiveness and that holistic experience for yourself, that wholeness and completeness. So
love it.
Like I said, it's different for everybody, but people have come to me also in times of transition, a major life transition of either moving or jobs or divorce, and just some clarity because you're kind of just blocked and bogged down. So Reiki is good for those times too, to just literally clear your mind, even if it's just taking a few moments for yourself.
Yes.
To meditate, to allow somebody to give you that love and that healing energy, and some self-care. So even just for that, it can definitely help you.
Yeah, no, I love that. In times of transition, and that's when I actually met you, was a huge time of transition for me. It really felt like a spiritual death where I was letting go of so much old stuff, but my mind wanted to hold on to this old stuff. And I came to you because it was almost like I just didn't know exactly where to go at that point, because I was like, oh my gosh, my mind is like racing, like going crazy. And I know that like something is coming, but I just couldn't really let go and relax into it. And so that is what Reiki did for me. And it was like a time of transition, but it really just helped me to relax and kind of just be okay with exactly where I was. Oh my gosh, it was like so transformative for me. And so I love when you say that, in transition, in transformation.
Absolutely.
So have you had, like, what are some experiences where you can talk about, maybe not name, but maybe one of your clients that has had, kind of a breakthrough in a session, and what does that look like?
Yeah, I think a couple come to mind. Like I said, sometimes you can't put your finger on it and explain it, but having somebody do a session for you, sometimes they can help you put those pieces together. So one time I had a client that came to me and it was having, going through a transition, but she was also literally feeling things physically in one of her shoulders, like an actual physical pain. And she attributed it to a car accident that she was in. And so my work is then to focus on that area and just send a lot of love to that area, especially if you're feeling it physically, to help kind of unblock and release that tension. And what I got intuitively for her was that there was something linked to that car accident and to that pain that actually came from a point of gratitude. And so I asked her, this car accident, did it change your life in a positive way? And she said, actually, yes. And so what I came to intuit and kind of, unlock for her was that her body was holding on to the physical pain as a way and a means to hold on and not forget the gratitude for the car accident that ultimately changed her life in a positive way. So our work then became about acknowledging that car accident and having gratitude for it, but to allow her body to then be okay with releasing the physical part of it, the physical pain, but just hold on to the gratitude so that she's uncomfortable here and can just be with what happened to her in a positive way without holding on to the physical manifestation of it.
Wow. That is so amazing that, it's almost like working backwards, because you're thinking that this is positive, but then there's something that is this pain that she wants to get rid of, but can't seem to figure out how.
Yeah.
And that's where you came in, and literally it was through that Reiki session that person was able to release that.
Exactly. And a lot of times I find too, like another client came to me just right after a divorce, and it had been some time, but she was just like, I'm done being angry. I'm angry all the time. And when it gets to a certain point like that, I feel like our emotions almost take on their own personality, very much like sort of that inner child that needs to be acknowledged. And in this case, we really had the puzzle pieces there were the fact that she needed to give some gratitude to that anger, as a negative sort of emotion that it is, or that we think of it as. That anger is what propelled her to move forward, to get her kids into a new house, into a new environment, into a more peaceful place because of anger, because she was able to push through everything that she was coming at her in terms of a divorce and a relationship that she'd been in for a long time. So it was about acknowledging that this has gotten you this far. And so we need to give some gratitude for that so that it could be released in a way that honors what you've been through, because all of it's a part of who you are. It's just how it got you here and what you're ready to then transform into because of that experience. So a lot of times has to do with gratitude too.
You know what? And I love that, because that is actually releasing these old beliefs that we have, like anger is bad. You know, anger is bad. Okay, I shouldn't be doing, that's not okay. And then you're actually beating yourself up. You know, you're literally putting guilt and shame and all this on yourself because you're like, anger is wrong. I shouldn't be doing that. But really, that was getting her through.
Yep.
That's incredible. You know, sometimes, and what I have learned is it's just a flip of the script. And Reiki can absolutely do that in such an amazing way, because it just flips it for you and you go, wait a minute. Whoa. Okay. Maybe if I look at, I can see it now in a different light. And then giving it gratitude, like you said, that is so vital to it just releasing at that point. And then it's actually, you've learned it and it can go. And it's like, I love that. I mean, so isn't that so true? And gratitude, you know, I know for me, what gratitude actually means is just like seeing the truth in something, no matter what it is, and really just focusing on the truth of it and being grateful for it, no matter the situation.
And that's hard. And that's one of the sometimes the hardest things, because I can tell too if a client is just not ready to do that. And so I will at least say, because it also I feel needs to be acknowledged out loud. I can't necessarily ask you intuitively, Angela, are you ready to release this? Sometimes you literally have to ask it out loud so that you as a client can acknowledge it and really just say, yes, I am ready. And sometimes I find too, like, sometimes I have to say, at least in this moment, I love it. Can you release the anger? Because that's at least one step forward and one moment. Because sometimes things are a moment at a time. Because it can be overwhelming if it's like, let's release all of the anger that I've had for years and years and years. But just in this one moment, I allow myself to receive and to let go.
Oh, I love that so much. One of the things that has helped my mind and where I have come from into now is just taking small steps. And so that is beautiful. And I just, oh my gosh, I love that so much. You know, that is, and sometimes I think for me, like I was a little bit turned off by Reiki. I just, you know, intuitively, I kept like going, gosh, I should try that because I know that it's energy healing. You know, I know that has this component of energy healing. And I was so attracted to it, but I was a little bit afraid of it. And you know what? As soon as I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I needed. You know, so I think that some people can get turned off a little bit, but really it is just that. It is intuitively laying on hands, energy to energy, right? And just helping people through these moments, almost like a support. And really, that's exactly what it was for me. And so I love it so much. And I'm so glad that, you know, anyone who may be like in fear of it, you know, it's like sometimes my fear is my indicator to just do it, you know, because it's like,
that's a good
I'm telling you, like every time something scares me, it's like, oh my gosh, just do it. Because there's a reason that your own mind will try to keep you in this bubble, and it keeps you in this bubble to keep you small. You know, really, it really does, because there's the subconscious mind that wants to keep you safe, but life cannot be about that. And you know that you're protected. So it's like, you have to get outside of that if you want anything more out of life. And that is breaking through your limitations. That is unleashing your superstar self. But we have this subconscious mind that really wants to say, no, you just stay right here. But that's what it was doing. It was not, you know, like I was like, I don't know. That's Reiki. That sounds a little, but you know what? It was really like so transformative for me. So, you know, I'm just encouraging people, if they do have that little bit of fear, to just try it, you know?
Totally. I mean, it's interesting because it's energy. So it's unseen, right? So absolutely. You're like, what is this? What's happening? But one thing that I think is important to mention about Reiki, if there is somebody who's like, I don't know, I'm not sure. But one of the things is that you just mentioned is about being protected. So Reiki is that pure love and light from the universe. And I've been attuned to receive it, like I said. But the one thing that's inherent about Reiki is that it's not an energy transfer. I'm not transferring my energy to you. I'm a conduit, right? I'm a conduit for this healing energy that is going to you. It's going to you purely without any sort of interference with my energy and vice versa. Everything is pure and clean, and all ties are cut at the end. So in terms of any sort of transfer like that, that's also what you need to know, is you're protected and you're receiving this pure love, light energy no matter what.
Oh my goodness. I love you for saying that. Thank you. I mean, that just made me love it even more, you know, because sometimes we have these, you know, where I am was, you know, and a lot of fear of what is this? Is it going to affect? And really, like, the only thing that got me out of that was doing things that I was afraid of. You know, you have to face those fears. That is what is all about, getting out, releasing those old beliefs, breaking through limitations. It's like, you have a fear, go do it. You know, like, you have to face that, because it will continue to come right in front of you until you do it.
Absolutely. And we feel that. I mean, like I said, the things that we hold on to definitely do sometimes manifest physically and emotionally. And so the great thing too is that if you do have a longer session, we work on your chakras from the front, which means anything you're moving through currently that's affecting you. But we also work on your chakras from the back, which is anything in the past, in this lifetime, and in past lifetimes that happens to be connecting with what you're going through now, that you literally don't realize is affecting you and a part of your energy now, that you can unlock, that you would have never unlocked before or known.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Yeah. And I can't wait to have another session with you, seriously. And I know, so if you're local, I'm in Orange County and you're in San Diego, but you work out of San Diego and Orange County, right? And so tell me, and your business is called Live Reiki.
Yes. So my business is Live Reiki. So I do travel. Not only do I do Reiki sessions, pure Reiki, but I also, in the last couple of years, have combined oracle cards as well, for just extra intuitive insight if you do need that. I know that sometimes the visual image of a card can really help sort of just see it a little bit better for the client. So I do offer that. And then I do travel doing meditations and group healings, as well as just one-on-one sessions for whatever you need. I've also cleansed people's homes. You know, a lot of times the energy is stagnant, not just within us and within our aura, but in the spaces that we inhabit, and that just kind of perpetuate what we're going through. So it's also something that's important to acknowledge in terms of that work and that healing that can happen.
I love that. That is, you know, putting that out there, that's so important. I remember a few people that needed their houses cleansed because there was this energy vibe going on that they didn't really like. And, you know, you don't know really where to go. Like, who does that? You know, who does that? You know, where do you, so I love that. And also, do you do distance Reiki? Like, can you do Reiki over a Zoom, you know, things like that?
Yeah, I do. I've actually never literally done Zoom, but I can do Skype or Facebook Messenger, but or Zoom now. But yes,
I'm all you have now, girl.
I know, but over the phone. So that works a little bit differently, obviously. So what would happen is we'd talk just like we would in person about, I like to ask people sort of what they're moving through and kind of see what they acknowledge already on the surface in terms of what they're looking for a session. And then after that, and potentially I ask a few questions as well. If it's over the phone, we'll hang up. I'll do a full Reiki session, just like if you were with me. For me, I work with crystals as well, predominantly. So I lay out a crystal, one for each of your 7 chakras, and move through the front and move through the back, just like I would if you were literally in front of me. I set it up just the same. So after that's done, I would call you back and talk about any intuitive information that I received or what you felt too. The great thing about a distance session, though, if it's literally over the phone, Reiki can go across all space and time. You don't have to, as long as I have permission from you, you could be driving in your car. You could be grocery shopping. Now, granted, it's better if you're like, can take a couple moments to yourself and chill out and listen to some music or whatever. But That's also the thing for us with busy lives. Like if
Right.
you're just literally like, I need this, but I don't have any time. That's also the beauty of a distance session too.
I love that. And you know, I just want to ask, and I know why, but like how is that? Is that because, you know, the universe energy, God's energy is omnipresent, right? In everything and everywhere. Is that, so how would
Absolutely.
you explain that? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is
would
that
say that
why?
as well.
How you
Like
can
it's
do that?
also like I'm working with energy anyways, whether you were with me or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's energy no matter what. And like I said, as long as I have that permission from you, I'm tapping into that. Because I'm also tapping into your higher self. That
Yeah.
higher self that is beyond who you are physically, that has the knowledge and has the power to even potentially accept a lot more and be open to a lot more and receive more intuition and also be able to give it back to me. So I'm also tapping into that energy that exists no matter where
Oh,
we are or what you're
yep.
doing.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. And, you know, this world is really transforming right now into such a virtual world. And
Yeah.
I just love that because I have experienced distance Reiki before and it absolutely works just as well.
Agreed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it is beautiful and powerful and I just love it. So I am so excited because I want you to tell what the viewers that you have a gift
Yeah.
to give to them. What is that? Because I'm so
I
excited about it.
do.
Oh my gosh. I
I'm so
want it.
excited too. It's so one of my signature meditations, and it basically combines meditation, visualization, and the healing energy of Reiki. So as I said, it could be sent across all space and time, no matter where you are or what you're doing. But in this case, it's a meditation that will guide you through receiving messages of what you are ready to let go of, why you've been holding on to it, and what has, a lot of times there's a benefit, right? Why have I been holding on to this for so long? There's a benefit that we don't see. And so throughout this meditation, I will guide you through those questions so that you can receive those messages. But also during that time, the healing energy of Reiki will be flowing. So no matter when you listen to this meditation, that energy will be flowing to you. Also, you can listen to it more than once. So if there's a lot to let go of, or down the line a couple months later, there's more stuff you want to work on, this will guide you through that. So after you receive the messages of what you're ready to let go of, I'll guide you through visualizing all 7 of your chakras so that each is realigned, and you come out hopefully feeling just a lot lighter, more in tune with yourself, and have some time for some self-care too, with some healing energy for you.
Oh my goodness. I so love it. Totally unleashing your superstar self. You will come like that's it. Yeah. That's the whole thing. Come out of it unleashed. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. So, oh, okay. Well, I just want to thank the viewers for being here, and you guys got to grab her meditation. It will be in the members area. And thank you, Olivia, so much. I'm so excited. Yes. And for everybody that's watching, you guys, stay tuned for the next sessions because you're just going to continue on the journey of how I unleashed my superstar self. So have a great day, you guys. Bye.
Bye.